Yes, well spotted at home. Test the nation. We made that one up, that billboard, through the miracle and magic of television. Graham Logie Beard would be going, excellent. But it could be a reality very soon after the change in the law which made prostitution a legitimate profession. And the newly legalised brothel owners are on the charge already. One operator of the White House in Auckland ran this ad in today's Herald. An attempt to place a similar ad with work and income to recruit prostitutes was rejected, much to the chagrin of the advertiser. Scott McGregor from the White House joins me now from Wellington. Scott, are you having a bit of a laugh with the ad and the WINZ application?
Yeah, I think we are. We've sort of, we're probably testing the water, as it were. But what we've got so far is no real explanation from WINZ as to why they won't run it.
Oh, well, that's not true. I'm paraphrasing them. They don't want their workers, their caseworkers, to, in effect, be pimping or promoting women to go into a job that they don't think's good for them. And that's fair. Do you accept that?
No, well, no, I don't really. I mean, that's actually the third explanation I've heard today, so, and that's a new one.
To be fair, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah,
they also knock back commission workers, things that they think has a risk element. I mean, they are a government agency.
Sure, okay. As far as the risk element goes, I think there's probably more risk for girls who can't get work in a parlour, who have to work on the street, surely.
And I would argue, too, that they get their money under the table and they're never going to go to WINZ because often it supplements the benefit. So let's just get into the real world. It's been darn good publicity. I understand you're on the breakfast show tomorrow and there's a grin like you've just won lotto over your face, Scott Love.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I mean, you know, since the Act has been passed, there's been a lot of publicity and of course, you know, you've got to be in. So I won't deny that, for sure.
Oh, but, fair enough. It's legal. Now, let's look at the advertising. Could it be, as Brian LeGros said, like billboards?
Well, why not? You can advertise beer on billboards, but you can't put it on TV till after 10 o'clock.
You can't advertise as such, can you? You can advertise for prostitutes, like situations vacant, I think is the law.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You can do, but we could always do that. We couldn't say we wanted prostitutes, but you could advertise a massage, you know, position in a massage parlour. Now,
a lot of the women around here were interested in today's ad. Now, no experience, no problem. How little experience?
How little? Well, we had a lady answer the ad today who was 59 years old, and she was looking for a job while her husband was at work, and she told us she had no experience. So, I mean, if you're 59 and you have no experience with sex, it may be a bit too late.
It could well be, but would there be a discount there you're looking at? I mean, now we are getting into full roast open advertising. Will it be bus backs? Would it be radio advertising, television advertising, scratchies?
There's already television advertising. There's an adult show on TV4 late at night that runs all sorts of ads for us.
Oh, well, look, I don't get to see those, but, you know, would you look at the two for the price of one? End of line reduction kind of thing?
Well, why not? I think with the law change, I believe there's actually going to be something of a glut on the market for a while. It's going to be a buyer's market. So I think there'll probably be all sorts of special deals going on before you know it.
However, at Monica's, a wing of the White House, I understand, which is desperately short of people, which is why the ad is in. Fantastic money, fantastic staff, fantastic conditions. Have there been queues since the ad was in the Herald this morning?
The phones have been going red hot.
Apart from the 59-year-old with the husband at work.
Oh, she rang as well. Yeah, no, the phones have been going red hot. So, I mean, and probably not just people looking for a job either, but the phones have been ringing off the hook.
What a happy coincidence that you might have got clients out of it.
Quite possibly.
Ah, that's just excellent. Now, I notice also you advertise that you'll make differing nationalities feel right at home. What sort of induction scheme, initiation scheme have you got for migrants? Are we looking at tea ceremonies? What kind of things, Scott?
Oh, well, we'll certainly help integrate them into the New Zealand culture, and they'll get to meet lots of different people.
They certainly will. Just going back to WINZ for a moment, they said they knock it back for advertising because there's no future in prostitution. You don't learn extra talents. There's no career path.
Right. Yeah, that was one of the explanations I heard. But they advertise fruit picking. Where does that take you?
Well,
I mean, they'll put people in a bar job, but you don't make a career out of being a barman. Perhaps
possibly
some
not
people might.
regularly to the GPs. If you're a fruit picker, what is the career path for a hooker?
Well, you'll probably find, and I don't want to upset a lot of people who are in the industry who aren't actually hookers, as it were, but you'll probably find a lot of the managers of parlours now are former prostitutes. You'll find owners of parlours that are former prostitutes. So, I mean, you know, if you're in the sex industry, you don't just have to be a sex worker.
Okay, then, Scott, and look, a word to the wise, and Biro out, throw in a melon baller, anything that julienne's a carrot or something, you know, it's all open from now on. It would seem you've been a decent enough sport for the first brothel keeper I've ever spoken to. Thanks for coming into the Wellington studio.
Thanks very much.
Scott McGregor from the White House. Coming up, what will tomorrow's headlines be, you ask? Well, let us attach our electrodes of knowledge to your nipples of ignorance. Plus, just a little bit more from the man who has M&M just quivering in his trainers.